Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gamer Master 27. And today for One Piece Thursday, we're reviewing the RORONOA ZORO Best Selection version. So I got this one and the Sanji together off eBay for about $80. The only thing is they don't come with the extra Luffy faces and they do come with less accessories. But you're still getting the base figure for that price point, you know, plus Zoro does come with his swords. It just is missing face plates and stuff like that. And we are trying out a new format for this video, so if you guys like it, please let me know down in the comments down below. We got a new mount for our camera, and we got this nice little box here just to kind of showcase the figures. So let me know how this is looking on your guys' end. And let's go ahead and open the box and start reviewing the figure. Alright guys, let's break the seal. Without trying to ruin the box. And take a look at this Zoro. See, Zoro's probably my second favorite crew of the Straw Hat. Well, like I said, this is the trimmed down version of the figure for $35.99. So pretty much the same price as the Luffy, so you don't get the face plates. You just get the one where he has a bandana on so he can hold the sword in his mouth. It looks like you get two different versions of the swords. It looks like sheathed and then the unsheathed versions of the sword. And then 4 pairs of hands plus his 2 fists that he comes with. Now, I know there was some problems with this figure's articulation. People were having because of the coat, and there's some customs you can do. I was gonna say, looking right on, the figure looks pretty accurate to Zoro. I'm still not a huge fan of the scar that he got when he was training with Mihawk during the time skip. And he doesn't really bend at the torso because they have all this stuff. So you gotta be really careful with that. Alright guys, we're back. We got them all decked out. We switched over to the other head sculpt. Like I said, this one only comes with 2. You get the base Zoro face and then Zoro with the bandana. You can see what he looks like with his swords on the side. You can take the hilts of them out, so when he's actually holding his swords, but I just wanted to show it to you all together. I think it looks a lot cooler, like, you know, 6 sword style, but if you want to be anime / manga accurate to One Piece, you can take these out. You just got to be really gentle with them so they don't break. But yeah, his comes with his sword holding hands, and they do really well. I think they're better than the one that came with the trunks, like. And then he has more of these open palm hands that he comes with. And then these were the fighting, no, that's the fist that came with the figure. And then he has this extra sleeve piece for when he's not wearing the bandana. The figure itself looks great. The articulation is where the problems come in. They got this, which you can kind of move out of the way to get his legs to bend a little bit. I mean, he stands up on his own, so if you're just going to put him on a shelf, that's okay. But try to get him, you know, get his legs to move is a problem with this. And they only go out about that much. Only back about that far there. His head is real nice. You can move it up and down. He doesn't really look up, but he's got good side to side. So to say the chest doesn't really move at all, because if you move it too much, it'll pop apart like you guys saw in the opening segment. Which I don't want to, you know, just talk negatively about this figure, but I would recommend getting the $34.99 version if you just want the Zoro, if you don't care about the extra accessories that he came with. It's going to say either that or wait until they do a reissue. I was hoping with the Best Selects version they would have fixed some of the QC problems he was having. But apparently not. I would like to get just for the extra faceplates and whatnot. Alright guys, we're back. Like I was saying before I got cut off, I would have liked to get the $64.99 version of the Zoro, just for the extra faceplates and stuff. I accidentally bumped my table. But yeah, there's really no difference between the Best Selects version and the original release as far as QC issues. I mean, as far as quality control goes. I figure we do a quick height comparison, since we already covered the articulation, like, which I said is very poor. It's probably like the only negative about this figure. It's just they could have done a much better job with the articulation, and instead of making this like a hard plastic, they could have made it more of like a soft goods, of like a wire or something like they did for the new Gohan. And as you can see, he scales good with your Luffy figure. If you guys haven't checked out the review on the Luffy, go ahead and go check it out. But I was kind of having him in like this kind of pose, like he was like holding Luffy back and reaching for his sword, like he was gonna step up and fight Kaido. And Zoro has, you know, too much respect for Luffy to, you know, he's gonna let Luffy do what he does. But overall, my final thoughts for this figure, like I said, the articulation I'd probably give a 5 out of 10, which is probably the lowest I've ever given a figure so far in my short career with S.H.Figuarts. I do really like the One Piece line. We did get a Yamato. If you guys watch the YouTube short, that'll be the one we'll be doing after the Sanji on the next Thursday. But yeah, like I said, the articulation is probably about a 5 out of 10 for this figure. I do really like Zoro. They got his arms to move well. Like I said, he's got his swords. Like, the accuracy on the swords is really good. Like, the detail and the paintwork. So overall, I think I give this figure a 6 out of 10 for total figure rating. This arm, like I said, he's having a lot of issues with. But yeah, if you're just looking to add a Zoro to your collection, I do recommend just getting the Best Selects version. You know, save yourself some money if you don't want the extra accessories. But he does come with an additional Luffy face, so if you have a Luffy, that's kind of an incentive to get it. It's like the Yamato I got comes with the smiling Luffy face, which we will showcase when we do that review. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing down below. This is Gaming Remaster checking out.